That's what you ultimately want to get, I think, from this kind of a practice, is the ability to be in real time with musicians and react to things that other people play and that you hear. So there's transcribing, or copying a solo note for note. And then there's this other thing that I often do, which let's just call it tracing, where I'm playing a song and I'm playing along with some music and I'm transcribing sometimes little parts of a soloist. Both are extremely valuable, and I've done a lot of both over the years, and they've helped me to a great degree, just learning language and learning, just learning how to improvise. This version that I want to talk about right now, the sort of tracing element, I find especially helpful when I really know the landscape of the song. So in this case, it's I'll Remember April, and this is a version of Stan Getz and Chet Baker from 1958. And instead of playing with a play-along, I'm playing with this record because it's great rhythm section, the feel is great. It's just like, you're not going to get this from playing with iReal Pro. No offense to Massimo and that great app, but like, you're not going to get it from a computerized play-along, what you're going to get from playing with the same rhythm section Stan Getz was playing with. So what I'm doing here is I'm keenly aware of the song. I do remember I'll Remember April because I played it on a gig a couple nights ago and I had to remember it. And fortunately, it is one of those songs that I've played so much in life that I do remember it. That's a whole nother topic. But in this case, I'm practicing remembering the song by playing along with the song and sort of, tracing it and outlining it. Oh yeah, that's right. It's B minor. That's right. Oh, but this time it's B half diminished. And oh yeah, like C sharp half diminished. So I'm refamiliarizing myself with the harmony and such. And all the while, as different things that Stan plays catch my ear, I can kind of quickly grab at them. I can try to get them in that moment. That's a really important skill. That's like that kind of transcribing, that's on the bandstand transcribing. That's what you ultimately want to get, I think, from this kind of a practice, is the ability to be in real time with musicians and react to things that other people play and that you hear. Not with the goal of like always mimicking everybody, like you're just walking around like a monkey playing everything back to everybody. That's not it. But I can play all my own BS over this thing and get kind of like lost and bored with that. But while Stan is there with me, or I'm there with him, or whatever, however you want to put it, he'll play certain things and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Let me try that. And because I know the song, the form, the melody, the harmony, I can make a quick, educated guess about something I hear him do. He did, and I'm going for, right? I can hear something that, very much when I hear him play like the major 7 like on a chord here, when he's like, I know that sound. I'm like, oh yeah. So I can quickly go to my G sharp and try it. And when we get to the bridge and we turn the corner of the bridge and I know that that's where it's going to be my D minor 7, I have sort of an emotional understanding, or an understanding of the emotional resonance of the different chord tones or tensions that could happen. What happens if he hits a C, or if I come in on an A or an F, where these different places are. So you're developing this sort of skill of real time grabbing the music. I don't know how else to put it, but it's very effective. And so I'll walk you through a little bit of this as I'm doing it. One caveat, I'm playing this mouthpiece that I really have no business playing. It's a 9-star Auto-Link Supertone Master New York model. I don't know the difference between what would be a regular and the New York, but it sounds weird and I'm very sharp. My apologies. I pushed in too much because, and I've mentioned this in prior videos, usually I'm not pushing in enough, and this mouthpiece is really long. Like it's like almost this much longer than my hard rubber mouthpieces are. So I was having trouble with it and I pushed in too far and I'm sharp, but I think the discussion is still going to be worthwhile and helpful to you. So just try to ignore the fact that I'm really sharp, and you'll hear the sound is kind of weird for me in the top. It's just like a very open in a not so attractive way. The bottom is kind of fluffy and nice, and that's what I was experimenting with, but yeah, this is not my forever mouthpiece by any stretch. But nonetheless, maybe this is something you've done, maybe not. Maybe you get something. I hope you get something out of this. This is just me practicing doing it along with I'll Remember April and Stan Getz. That's kind of cool. Oombo doo 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 ba boo oh doo da. Ha! I like that. That's brilliant. Yes, sir. Let's get. And a reminder, if you're a member of my virtual studio, now would be a great time to visit or revisit the etude and the lessons inside the I'll Remember April course. It's so simple, but so beautiful, so effective. I mean, it's just... It's killing. Just basically the triad. A little zhuzh on it. Oh, that's interesting. See right there, and I pick up something new. So he's at that point treating it as he's doing a B half diminished and treating that as a D minor triad. Right? It's kind of cool. Right here. I think it's that. So that's like I'll file that away as in my mind, I'm seeing that in, tenor key, B minor 7 flat 5, B half diminished, whatever, E7, and what's happening there, the way I'm picking it up, I'm going, oh, so over the B minor, he's playing D minor, not D minor 7, but just D minor. Well, what is that? That's the top three. If B minor 7 flat 5 is B, D, F, and A, he's playing the D, F, and A. Well, isolated, that's D minor. So it's not that that part is new. It's just the way that he's executing is so on the nose triadic in such a cool way. So he's going D minor, E7. So it's like, yeah, it's so simple and elegant. But why do we always think of like, you come to B minor 7 flat 5 and it's hard to get away from thinking of it as exactly that, B, D, F, and A. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me. That's such a cool little moment, though. And just like playing along with this gives me so many ideas rather than playing the song completely alone or with a metronome or even with just a play along or a track, but just playing along with kind of ghosting, tracing, trailing, whatever you want to call it, dipping in here and there to actually copy or transcribe a moment or two. But it's so fun to play with this great rhythm section versus some other generic play along or, even a non-generic, even like an Aebersold, which can be great. This is like got the vibe of reality, of real players in it. So you're getting that energy and it just instantly, like I was sitting here before just kind of bummed out about, this is not my mouthpiece. I'm still in that battle with that search. And this is a 9-star Autolink Tone Master that I don't love, but I like. But I played it on his show last night. It's not gonna be the one for me. I'm still, messing about because I have not yet been able to solve that riddle. I was just kind of in a bummed out frame of mind, and I was telling my daughter this. It's like, my daughter's a really beautiful singer. I was like, imagine, Sadie, if when you opened your mouth to sing, and the voice that came out was not pleasing to you, was not pleasant. It didn't sound the way you expected it to sound, didn't sound or feel the way you wanted it to sound. How would that affect you wanting to sing? That's the headspace that I've, sadly been in for a while with the mouthpiece situation. But with fits and starts of thinking, oh, this is going to be, I found the one. And, I realize I sound like such a diva with this, but boy, it's really been a journey. There is some hope on the horizon, but the thing about this metal Tone Master, besides being extraordinarily heavy, it has an openness that's really good in the bottom. By the way, the Inside Outside Saxophone Retreat is happening again this summer. We are back at Wooten Woods outside Nashville, Tennessee. Visit InsideOutsideRetreat.com for more information. We have a cap of 36 players this year, so I know it's filling up fast. InsideOutsideRetreat.com. Check it out. It's a really amazing week. We ran it for 5 years before COVID happened, and it's really unique. It's unlike anything else you'll ever experience. So it's not for everybody, but it might be for you. Check out the website. So this has like this really nice warm quality about it, but then the 9-star metal is so big. And this is also the New York model for, I don't know how much that matters. But so it's not the right sound. And I played it last night. We played this song. We played I'll Remember April. And I was playing this mouthpiece and I was just reminded of what I'm missing that's not there. Anyway, it's all a long way of saying that to get myself in a more positive frame of mind for playing, I put on this Stan Getz and Chet Baker album of them playing I Remember April, and it's fun. And it's fun to play along and play with them and just get ideas that way. So thank you, Stan and Chet and everybody.